Let's explore the world's highest national debts country by country. We begin with Syria, holding a debt of $16.8 billion. Moving forward, we reach Laos with a debt of $17.3 billion. Then we arrive at Paraguay, reporting $17.7 billion. Continuing our path, we meet Latvia with $19 billion. Next, we encounter Nepal, carrying $19.3 billion. Progressing, we find Iceland, holding $19.5 billion. Advancing further, we meet Mozambique with $19.7 billion. Shifting onward, we reach Cameroon at $20.3 billion. Following this, we approach Senegal, showing $21.1 billion. Then we find Luxembourg, registering $22 billion. Moving along, we reach Bulgaria at $22.4 billion. Soon after, we meet Hong Kong with a debt of $24.6 billion. Continuing, we arrive at Cyprus, carrying $24.9 billion. Onward, we go to Uganda with $26.1 billion. Progressing, we meet Guatemala, recording $28.4 billion. Then we reach El Salvador, holding $28.8 billion. Following this, Zambia appears, carrying $29 billion. Moving forward, we find Lithuania, reporting $29.8 billion. Next, Belarus stands at $30.1 billion. We also meet Venezuela, also with $30.1 billion. Continuing, Myanmar comes into view with $31.6 billion. Further ahead, we encounter Uzbekistan, totaling $33 billion. Then we find Bolivia, with $35.5 billion. Onward to Serbia, recording $36.8 billion. We proceed to Tanzania at $37.1 billion. Then reaching Oman at $39.7 billion. Advancing, we meet Tunisia, holding $40 billion. Soon after, Panama stands at $43.7 billion. Marching forward, we encounter Ivory Coast with $45.8 billion. Moving ahead, Jordan appears at $47.2 billion. Then, Slovenia at $47.3 billion. Following that, Uruguay shows $49.8 billion. Continuing, Zimbabwe reports $51.7 billion. We arrive at Croatia, standing at $52.1 billion. Moving along, Costa Rica presents $52.9 billion. Onward, Bahrain records $56.8 billion. Next, Kazakhstan totals $60 billion. Progressing, Ethiopia comes with $61.9 billion. Advancing, Ghana reports $63.4 billion. Then, Ecuador with $65.8 billion. Continuing, Sudan emerges with $66.6 billion. Moving ahead, Lebanon records $70.8 billion. Then, Dominican Republic at $73.1 billion. Onward, Slovakia with $74.4 billion. Moving forward, Kenya shows $79.5 billion. Advancing, Angola records $79.6 billion. Soon after, Sri Lanka presents $86.5 billion. Following the path, Peru arrives with $88.1 billion. Then, Qatar displays $92.3 billion. Moving onward, Morocco reports $100.3 billion. Next, Iraq holds $112.3 billion. Progressing, New Zealand stands at $113.8 billion. Then we find Algeria at $116.7 billion. Shifting forward, Chile appears with $132.3 billion. Then Denmark comes into view with $136.7 billion. We continue to Iran, reporting $138.9 billion. Next, Vietnam with $141.7 billion. Then Czech Republic at $145.4 billion. Onward to Ukraine with $146.8 billion. Moving forward, Hungary shows $156.1 billion. We then reach United Arab Emirates with $166.8 billion. Advancing, Nigeria carries $168.8 billion. Then, Bangladesh with $177.6 billion. Following, Romania appears at $182.9 billion. Then we meet Sweden, reporting $190.5 billion. Marching forward, Colombia emerges at $197.5 billion. Advancing, Norway presents $213.6 billion. Next, Taiwan records $220 billion. Then Finland stands at $227.7 billion. Onward to Ireland with $238.7 billion. We continue toward the Philippines, reporting $246.9 billion. Then Pakistan arrives at $260.8 billion. Moving forward, Malaysia shows $278.8 billion. Shortly after, Saudi Arabia records $280 billion. Following this, Portugal carries $284.5 billion. Continuing, South Africa holds $288.1 billion. Then, Switzerland displays $298.1 billion. Onward, Thailand comes at $319.8 billion. Moving forward, Turkey shows $330.7 billion. We then meet Egypt, holding $377.8 billion. Progressing, Russia emerges with $392.9 billion. Then Austria appears with $401.4 billion. Next, Greece at $402.4 billion. We continue to Poland, standing at $402.6 billion. Then Netherlands with $519.9 billion. Advancing, Indonesia carries $543 billion. Onward to Belgium, showing $665.1 billion. Then Mexico at $792.7 billion. Moving forward, Australia presents $866.6 billion. Next, Singapore arrives at $888.3 billion. Advancing, South Korea stands at $947.1 billion. Moving along, Argentina appears with $1 trillion. Then we encounter Spain, reporting $1.7 trillion. Continuing, Brazil comes into view with $1.8 trillion. Advancing further, Canada shows $2.3 trillion. Then Germany at $2.8 trillion. Progressing, India carries $3 trillion. Moving forward, Italy shows $3.1 trillion. Shortly after, France with $3.4 trillion. Then United Kingdom at $3.4 trillion. Advancing toward the top, Japan records $10.9 trillion. Almost reaching the summit, China with $15 trillion. Finally, we arrive at the United States, standing tall with $32.9 trillion. And that concludes our journey through global debt figures. Don't forget to subscribe.